Okay, so today's question is Champagne Tower. We have been given a stacked glasses in pyramid where the first row has one glass, second row has two glasses, and so on until the 100th row. So 100th row will have 101 glasses. So each glass holds one cup of champagne. Okay, then some champagne is poured into the first glass at the top. When the topmost glass is full, any excess liquid poured will fall equally to the two glasses immediately to the left and the right of it. When those glasses become full, any excess champagne will fall equally to the left and right of those glasses, and so on. So a glass at the bottom row has its excess champagne fall on the floor. Then, for example, after one cup of the champagne is poured, the topmost glass is full. After the two cups of champagne are poured, the two glasses on the same, this both half are full. And after the three cups, it will again be divided into half and half, and these two also get full. So now after pouring some non-negative cups of champagne, return how full the jth glass in the ith row is. Okay. So we have to return how much full is a particular jth glass in the ith row is. So what are the constants? Constants are 10 power 9. We can use dp here. Let's use recursion plus memoization solution. So first let's first create a dp array. Yes, we will be needing memoization. So dp is equal to -1 for I in range query row plus 1. We can take till row plus 1. Similarly for I in range query row plus 1. Okay, now we can simply return minimum of c. Suppose the value is greater than 1, so a glass can't hold more than one cup of champagne. Okay, so we have to set this value as 1.0 minimum. If it is more than 1, it will return 1, else it will return the other value. So let's call a function here, create a helper function, self.helper. What all it will take as input: query row, comma, query glass, comma, this poured, and poured, comma, this dp table. Now let's create this self.helper function. So let's define helper self, comma, define helper. Let's give this query glass as row, query query row as row, and query class as column. Then this poured as poured, comma, this dp table. Okay, so suppose let's check the base cases. So suppose if column is less than 0, means there is no classes in that particular row, or column is greater than row, that's also not possible. So in that case we will simply return 0.0. What can be the other cases? Suppose if c is equal to 0, column is equal to 0, and row is also equal to 0. So that means it's the top class, so we can simply return the nothing but the poured value. So float of, simply float of poured. Okay, otherwise simply call go to the left part, check for the left. Or what will be the, what if this is a glass, we are checking how much it is full. So its left one will be r-1, c-1, and other one will be the top of it, r-1 and the c. So let's check the left will be nothing. See, left will be nothing but the self.helper calling recursive function, and what will be, just define it, r-1 and c-1 to the left of it. Same again, port comma dp, and and suppose this particular value, okay, left will get what will be the over value other than 1. So we have to remove 1 from it. Okay, we have to subtract 1. Suppose it is 1.5, so 1 was the 0.5 is extra for that class, and it will be get dropped down. So, okay, and it will be nothing but the half of it. Okay, so suppose this value is we got as negative. Okay, suppose this was not fully filled and CR subtract, mean that will give error. So we always have to take the minimum value. Okay, sorry, always we have to take the max value. Either it will be 0, we can't take negative value, either it is 0 comma 0 or self dot helper this, and left will not get the full part, it will only get the half part of it, the other half will go to the right. So similarly for the right, you can simply take max of 0.0 comma self dot helper. You can go simply to r minus 1 and the glass top of it, then simply board, comma again the dp, then minus 1 to subtract the excess part, to get the excess part, and then divide it by 2. Okay, and simply we can return left plus right, but this will give error because we have not used currently dp. It will get not error, it will give tle. So let's apply dp here. So simply we can say dp of r, dp of c is equal to this left plus right, and simply say it here dp of r and c. Okay, and now we have passed the dp here, dp here, dp here, dp here. Now just we need to check if dp of row column is not equal to -1, means we have got traced this path before, so we can simply return dp of r c. Okay, so if c is greater than 0, return 0, dp of c is equal to 0, r is equal to return float for max of r minus 1 c and for dp minus 1 by 2, r minus 1 this correct, dp of c left plus right correct, and return we have. And simply here let's try to run this and check if this works. Okay, so name helper is, oh, instead of full stop we have put comma here. Let's try to run again. Yeah, so our test cases has passed. Let's try to submit and check if this works. Yeah, so our code has passed successfully. Thank you for watching.